He seems kind. Ash. Yeah. Been through a lot. And he's luggage packing.
You know, she's lying to him, so when he's gonna discover the truth, I'm pretty sure that he's not gonna agree.
And all the French I learned in grade school, I'll finally get to use it.
He did it? Oh, she would have done it no matter what.
She was gonna kill you. Yeah.
Not anymore, but...
No, he did it. I'm mad this morning.
She already did. She already helped you right now by lying to you. So you're not gonna feel guilty. Uh-huh. His plate. I fucking knew it.
What's part of these two?
If I'm right, it's gonna be your guys that you're gonna see right there. Girl, you should have brought with you a weapon or something like that. Like. You. Now against you.
Daryl. She's on the nest. She works in the stables.
Boy. Emile, I thought about it. You knew about it. His reaction at first, you know, made me think that when they left.
Why are they doing this?
To kill you and to eliminate you and to do something to Laurent.
Je prends mon garçon. Tais-toi, je t'avais dit de pas venir. Go, Laurent, laisse-moi, arrêtez. What are you doing? You weren't meant to be here. You and Fallou both. You still let them go then? You know I can work this out. I'm sorry, Daryl. Who asked you to do this?
What do you think? Oh, really, Isabelle? Come
I
on.
worried Laurent would leave. Everything the union had fought for would be lost. They only made me watch why they did their experiments and murdered the others. Their marches for the cause. No one who doubted it tomorrow. What happens tomorrow?
The ceremony?
To prove what we know. That love is special. Prove it how?
I'm like that because I'm really like, come on, like really? She's asking the most obvious questions.
She will not succumb to the fight. And all that will be discussed. Look around you, Emile. Does this look like salvation to you? She's impotent.
She?
Emile!
I did not expect that. I thought that they would take him as a prisoner, so he would say what happened to everyone back at the nest. Weird. I'm not sure that it's logical for her character to do that. How does it feel to be in France?
Merci. Is that the extent of your French?
Bienvenue, my dears, bienvenue.
You can find something to cover this up. So no one messes with it while we're gone.
No one saw you
I
coming?
think you should stay here.
You think I came all this way to wait in a car?
Ah,
Plus, if you need me,
I don't really know
you
where to
barely
go.
speak any French.
I don't want anything to happen to Moulin.
It won't. I'll hide it.
Or do you?
No.
You don't want him to discover the truth that you like.
Gosh. I've been doing a lot of things on my own. I've been out in this world more than you have. Pretty good at taking care of myself.
We'll need fuel. So, that could take a while.
Great. You get us ready. If
You're
I'm not
really
back in
gonna
2
obey?
weeks, don't keep waiting.
I'm not leaving without you.
I promise I'll be back. Until then, stay safe.
Bonne chance.
Thank you.
It means good luck.
Au revoir!
For her to speak French. Maybe you can go with them? It's a meeting, it's... Ah no, it's for food.
Un petit aperçu de ce que la maison mère peut vous offrir. Des repas
Genet, you
chauds,
means.
un lit douillet, de l'eau, du vin, le retour de l'ordre. Mais uniquement si vous acceptez de soutenir Madame Genet. Alors,
Do you understand all of that,
les
Carol?
volontaires, elle a du cran.
Uh-huh.
Allez, dans l'autre.
Oh no, you didn't talk?
All these years I've lived in that place. In Lausanne.
People gotta believe it's something. Yeah.
Even more when they are desperate.
One job, the one thing I promised Lily, was to protect you all.
Don't worry, when the water goes back out, we'll go in again.
And then I'll go with you. If the offer still stands.
I think it does.
There's a word in French. Des paysans. It's hard to translate. It's like
Something that you can't
a nice
recognize,
change of scenery.
which is not familiar.
Makes you look at things a different way.
The paysan.
You know, des paysans, meaning it doesn't feel like your pays, your country, it doesn't look familiar. Oh, maybe? It came a little from nowhere, you know, during that moment. But okay.
Alle mended the bond.
Amended. How?
I told them the truth. Daryl was in the way of our mission.
Okay, so you, Losang, you just wanted to send them away. You ordered the killing part.
Should be done by now.
What about the others? Isabelle. Fallou.
They were not part of the plan. Your prophecy inspired these people. Held them together all these years. We've gone too far to let it all be foiled now by weakness.
Is this who we are, Jacinta?
Without that, everything falls apart.
At least my husband can rest for a while, not moving around all the time. His lungs get more and more difficult to breathe, and I heard that might be a doctor on the desk. Genet is in the other truck.
For food and good
Let
health,
us try together
doctor.
and listen more.
It's a good reason, you know, to follow them. to meet Genet. These two actresses, you know, together.
Ma mère était serveuse dans un bistrot à Pigalle. Alors elle m'a appris qu'à pour un bouchon récalcitrant, le secret c'est la patience. Il faut y aller ni trop brusquement, ni trop timidement. L'information dont j'ai besoin est à l'intérieur de tout. Et ils vont finir par sortir. La nonne, l'enfant, l'américain.
Saying it like that, it sounds like a joke.
Tu vas me dire où ils sont.
When really you have the answer yes on the table. Okay, it was a good episode. We spent, I think, you know, for the repartition, you know, the balance of things, it was half with Carol, half with Daryl. We finally progressed with Daryl into that narrative arc when for the first episode it was really just summarizing what happened to him during the first season and also the context where he is right now. But finally right there we discovered that this ceremony they really want to organize it. I mean, Jacinta, she wants to organize it quicker than what Losang he planned, and both of them they imagine all of that operation to make it look like Laurent disappeared, was taken away, so Daryl would go, you know, to search for him. It was a plan, you know, to send him away. In fact, Fallou and Isabelle, they followed, it was not planned, but Losang was okay with it because he didn't know that Jacinta would also say, just kill them all. It didn't function, that it's not a surprise. What is a surprise for me right there is the fact that Emile was really conflicted about what to do during that moment, but he was also really under the pressure, you know, of all of what they want to do, all of the mission of God situation, and because of that he was ready to kill his friend, to kill Fallou. The fact that Isabelle is killing him, that it's truly a surprise in the sense that for me it was not necessary to kill him. You could have taken him with you guys and to bring him back to le Mont Saint-Michel, you know, to the nest, to have him talk about what happened and all, because that guy, I think, can't lie about his face, about what he did into the name of God. Clearly it would have been a proof for everyone of what Losang and Jacinta they did, you know, they planned to do all of that. Like, for me, for the story it was not necessary, and the fact that it's Isabelle who is doing it, for her character to do it, I'm not sure that it's logical. Okay, during the season 1 she evolved, but that much that during this episode 2 she would kill someone like that after spending all of this time into the nest, you know, into a calm, peaceful place and all. She said it, she really believed into the nest, and suddenly she's switching, she doesn't believe into the nest because she understands that all of these guys are coming from it, so it was a trap for them. Suddenly she switched and suddenly she's killing Emile, who was the crush, you know, of her best friend. Like, do you understand what I mean? I'm not sure that it's logical for Isabelle to do that, and also that it was necessary for the story. For her to kiss with Daryl like that, not really a surprise. During that moment, yes, it was one because it seemed like it was coming from nowhere. I'm clearly not against a love relationship between these two, as long as it doesn't mean that Daryl is never going to come back home to see our guys, because that, I can't accept it. Daryl needs to come back home at some point. With Isabelle and Laurent, if he wants, I don't care, but he needs to. Laurent, the introduction scene, you know, with him, the fact that he knows what everyone is expecting from him, so he's trying to do his best and to be like they want him to be, but at the same time he wants to be fully himself. I appreciated that introduction scene because, like I said during my introduction of this reaction video, during the season 1 I had the impression that his character was really badly written, switching from one mood to another, switching from one role to another, sometimes accepting to be the Messiah, acting really like son of God, blessing people and all of that, and sometimes not at all, and sometimes acting like an impulsive kid, and sometimes acting like the wisest person on earth. It felt really bad, you know, how his character was written during the first season, so I told you during my intro that I was waiting to see what truly they would do with him. I have the impression that with this introduction scene, they responded to my doubts, and at least we're going on the right direction with his character. We'll see into the future how it's gonna be. Isabelle, like really, the questions that she was asking about, wait, why did you do that? Like, why the trap? It was to take us away. Yes. What do you want with Laurent? Like, I don't understand. A ceremony? What it can be about? Ceremony to prove what? Like, really? Connect your brain, girl. It was so obvious. The answers were so obvious. Carol's part, all of the part in Greenland, was frightening, because the fact that these two girls would want to capture Ash, you know, to use him to have kids and all, it was awful. But at the same time, it was a good thing, you know, for the story, for Ash to kill someone, to defend himself and to defend Carol. The fact that she lied to him about, yes, she wanted to kill me. She didn't switch her mind at all. We didn't just kill our best friend. No. That it was in fact nice coming from her, because she didn't want for him to feel guilty about it. These girls being isolated during all of this time, for sure they went a little crazy because of that, you know. Then they're arriving in France. Carol discovering Paris, it looked really good. The fact that Ash is accepting to be let, you know, right there, to not follow her, that it's a bit of a surprise in the sense that this character came here only for her, for Carol, to help her, to find her daughter. So for him to not insist more and to really just not let her the choice about I'm gonna follow you and that's all. I hope, you know, my hope about that is the fact that he's gonna follow her whether she wants it or not. He saw all of what she did, all of what happened to her, and at some point he's gonna intervene to be an help. Carol discovering Paris, Genet system, that's pretty great, because we know Carol, so we know that she's already judging everything which is happening about Genet, recruiting people by promising them breads and doctors, you know, all of that. We know Carol, we know how she's functioning and how she's thinking, even if she didn't say anything about it, we know. And really, I cannot wait for Carol to meet Genet, because two impressive, intense characters like them, two badass women like them, because Genet, I'm sorry, but she's badass. She might be the villain, but she's a badass one. And I said it really, her being played by this actress that I love so much, it's so cool. It can promise so many good moments, and facing Carol can be one. Really cool. Genet trying to search for Laurent, Isabelle and Daryl. Not a surprise, but again, the obvious thing, like you have the answer really on the table. Okay, that was great. It was a long episode, but it was pretty cool. And see, you know, about what I said about maybe making one video for 2 episodes at a time, right there I couldn't do it with a 1-hour episode and with so many things happening into it, I couldn't do it. So I think that for the rest of the season I'm gonna continue with making one video for each episode. Tell me what do you think about it, about that decision, and tell me what did you think about this episode. I'm interested by your opinion. Okay, it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.